Hello, trading is closed on August 21st. Let's do our review of calls from yesterday, and then we'll see how the new high has affected the long-term picture. We said the most common thing for today would be to gap outside the day's range. That we got. I was hoping to see slightly higher highs on the close over 28.58 and change. This was obvious from the open. The highs weren't going to be slightly higher. We also hoped that the old yearly high would hold. That failed by 0.36. We'll come back to that in just a minute. This target didn't print. We'll add that one to the list. During the day, MEJT said this rally was false. We got the retracement. We've been waiting for a number of things for a long time and finally got them today. Been waiting for bar 13 to print. It did. This is one bar past the TDST line. If this is going to work, we shouldn't go any higher. Have a reversal involving the upper Bollinger Band. If we get confirmation, the initial target's a challenge of the lower Bollinger Band. When DeMark stuff works, you get a sharp drop within the first 3 days. And if you don't look for a lot from the pattern. We've also been looking for us to trade above the line as high as we went under it. Here's how far we went under it. We've now gone past that, over it, so we got that. It's the other thing we wanted to see. Now, it would have been nice, as far as the count was concerned, if this high held, because then that would be 1 and that would be 2. I kind of given up on calling this A and this B, but that's what I'm calling it now. Doesn't change the general idea that that's an impulse and this is a corrective wave. Just means it's part of an ABC and not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at long last, we finally have met all of DeMark's criteria for a top. Now this went over the old high. Here's the bar, daily bar went over the old high. Once you go under its true range low, which would be yesterday's close, that gives a Trader Vic 2B top. All we need for confirmation that that's the high is to go under yesterday's low, have a significant drop in the 3 days, and the top's in. Calling a top in a market that's been going up like this always has an element of risk associated with it, but this is really everything DeMark looks for in a top, and I don't really care if this is ABC instead of a 1 through 5. This is a very negative pattern, as futures are confirming as I'm recording this. For tomorrow, unless we can validate this pattern of gapping up, hitting new highs, and closing under them, it's also a pattern that when this is higher than this, tends to close at today's high, and there's big trouble if it isn't. Tomorrow's pattern is the one with the early low. Unless we invalidate this by having a gap up and take this out, lower prices should print. Trading under this close of yesterday is added confirmation the top's in. And all we need is to do that and have a big drop in the next 3 days to confirm that the rally's over and a big drop's coming. That's today's call.